Hey, welcome everybody! It's Chef Stefani back with another amazing recipe video. Today we're diving into pork, and let me tell you, this isn't your regular Sunday roast. We're talking next-level, restaurant-quality dishes that'll make your taste buds sing. We've got 3 fantastic recipes lined up, each one guaranteed to take your pork cooking to the next level. You think I'm kidding? I've got more stars than the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and I'm telling you, these dishes are true winners. So grab your aprons, sharpen your knives, and get ready to cook up a storm because things are about to get delicious. And trust me, you don't want to miss a single juicy detail. First up on the list, we have Korean BBQ pork chops. These are packed with flavor, super juicy, and perfect for impressing your friends or family. You might think you need to visit a fancy Korean restaurant to get this kind of flavor, but think again. We're bringing all that deliciousness right into your kitchen. Now pay attention. To make these amazing pork chops, you'll need some key ingredients. We're talking soy sauce, sesame oil, garlic, ginger, brown sugar, gochujang. That's Korean chili paste for anyone new to it. And of course, some beautiful thick-cut pork chops. Try to avoid using thin pork chops for this recipe. We're looking for meaty, juicy chops, at least an inch thick. Let's get ready to make something truly delicious. Now, the marinade is where the magic truly happens. This is the step that transforms ordinary pork chops into something special, bursting with flavor and character. It's not just about adding taste, it's about infusing every bite with the essence of Korean BBQ, making each mouthful memorable. This marinade is the secret that's going to fill those pork chops with that irresistible, smoky sweet and slightly spicy Korean BBQ flavor. It's the difference between a good meal and a truly unforgettable one. In a medium-sized bowl, start by whisking together the soy sauce, rich and salty, with the nutty aroma of sesame oil. Add in freshly minced garlic and ginger for that punch of fragrance and warmth. Sprinkle in some brown sugar to balance out the heat and bring a subtle sweetness. And of course, don't forget the gochujang, the heart of Korean spice. Whisk everything together until the mixture is smooth, glossy, and well combined with no lumps in sight. Don't be shy with the gochujang. We want a bit of a kick. The gochujang not only adds heat, but also a deep, savory umami that makes the marinade truly special. Adjust the amount to your spice preference, but remember, a little extra can go a long way in building bold flavor. Once your marinade is ready and smelling absolutely wonderful, it's time to introduce it to the pork chops. Lay your pork chops out in a shallow dish or a resealable bag, whatever works best for you. Pour the marinade all over the pork chops, making sure every inch is coated. Use a spoon or your hands to spread the marinade evenly, ensuring that each chop is completely covered. This step is important for maximum flavor absorption. Now, take a moment to really massage that marinade into the meat. Don't rush this part. Work the marinade into every nook and cranny, making sure it soaks deep into the pork. This is what's going to make your pork chops juicy, tender, and packed with flavor all the way through. Once you're satisfied, cover the dish tightly with plastic wrap or seal the bag and let those pork chops marinate in the fridge. Give them at least 4 hours to soak up all those amazing flavors, but if you have the time, let them sit overnight. The longer they marinate, the more intense and complex the flavors will become. As the pork rests, the marinade works its magic, tenderizing the meat and allowing all those delicious flavors to blend together. When you finally cook them, you'll notice how the flavors have reached every layer, creating a wonderful taste in every bite. Trust me, the patience pays off. The longer you marinate, the more tender, juicy, and flavorful your pork chops will be. It's the secret to achieving that restaurant-quality Korean BBQ experience right in your own kitchen. All right, my friends, time to fire up the grill. There's nothing quite like the excitement of a sizzling barbecue, and today we're going to make sure these pork chops are the highlight of the meal. So gather your tools, put on your apron, and let's get started. First things first, heat your grill to medium-high heat. This is the perfect temperature for getting a nice sear without burning the outside. While the grill is heating up, take a moment to clean those grates thoroughly with a sturdy grill brush. A clean grill not only prevents sticking, but it also helps those beautiful grill marks form. We don't want any leftover bits sticking to our delicious pork chops. A quick wipe with a bit of oil on a paper towel can also help create a non-stick surface, making it easier to flip the chops later. Now, remove the pork chops from the marinade and give them a gentle shake to get rid of any extra. Letting the extra marinade drip off prevents flare-ups and helps the meat cook evenly. If you want, you can pat them dry with a paper towel for an even better sear. Carefully place those pork chops on the hot grill. Listen for that satisfying sizzle as the meat hits the grates. It's music to any grill lover's ears. Make sure to leave a bit of space between each chop so the heat can circulate and cook them evenly. Cook the pork chops for about 4 to 5 minutes per side. Try not to move them around too much. Let them sit so they develop those wonderful char marks. When it's time, use tongs to flip them gently and admire those caramelized lines. Remember, we want those pork chops cooked just right, juicy on the inside and slightly charred on the outside. If you're unsure, you can always make a small cut to check the color of the juices, but try not to pierce the meat too much to keep all those tasty juices inside. No one wants a dry, overcooked piece of meat, so keep an eye on that grill and use a meat thermometer to ensure they reach an internal temperature of 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Once they're done, let them rest for a few minutes before serving. This helps the juices redistribute, making every bite tender and flavorful. Now get ready to enjoy the best pork chops you've ever grilled. While the pork chops are cooking on the grill, let's make a quick glaze to give them even more flavor. In a small saucepan, add some honey, soy sauce, and rice vinegar, plus a little sriracha for a gentle kick. Bring it to a simmer over medium heat, stirring all the time until it thickens a bit. This glaze will add a beautiful shine and another layer of flavor to your pork chops. It's a wonderful balance of sweet, savory, and a little spicy, and it's sure to make your taste buds happy. Once the glaze has thickened, take it off the heat and set it aside. We'll brush it onto the pork chops during the last few minutes of grilling. All right, my friends, it's time to plate up this delicious meal. Remove the pork chops from the grill and let them rest for a few minutes. This will allow the juices to redistribute, ensuring a tender and flavorful bite every time. While the pork chops are resting, brush them generously with that wonderful glaze we made earlier. Don't be shy. We want those chops coated in that sticky, sweet, and savory goodness. Now slice those beauties up and serve them with a side of steamed rice and some kimchi. And there you have it, Korean BBQ pork chops that would make any food lover smile with joy. Now dig in and enjoy every bite. Next on the list, let's make a delicious honey garlic pork stir-fry. Quick, easy, and packed with that sweet and savory flavor everyone enjoys. This is the perfect weeknight dinner when you're short on time but still want something tasty. We're talking tender, juicy pork, crisp, tender veggies, and a flavorful sauce that will have everyone asking for seconds. And the best part? You can have this dish on the table in under 30 minutes. So grab your wok or a large skillet if you don't have a wok, and let's get cooking. This is stir-fry heaven and everyone is welcome. First things first, let's get our ingredients ready. Slice your pork tenderloin into thin strips, about 1/4 inch thick. This will help the pork cook quickly and evenly. Next, chop up your veggies. We're using bell peppers, onions, broccoli florets, and snap peas. But feel free to get creative and use whatever veggies you have at home. Remember, we want a nice variety of colors and textures to make this stir-fry look great and taste delicious. Once your veggies are ready, it's time to make the sauce. In a small bowl, whisk together soy sauce, honey, garlic, ginger, rice vinegar, and a pinch of red pepper flakes for a little bit of heat. This sauce is the heart and soul of the dish, so be sure to taste it and adjust the seasonings to your liking. Now, let's get that wok ready. Heat a tablespoon of oil over high heat. Once the oil is shimmering, add the pork strips and stir-fry for 2 to 3 minutes or until they're browned on all sides. Remember, we're cooking over high heat, so things move quickly. Keep that wok moving and toss the pork constantly to prevent it from sticking or burning. We want those beautiful sear marks on our pork, but we don't want it to overcook. Once the pork is browned, transfer it to a plate and set it aside. We'll add it back in at the end to coat it in that delicious sauce. Now it's time to give those veggies some attention. Add another tablespoon of oil to the wok if needed, and toss in the onions and bell peppers. Stir fry for 2 to 3 minutes, or until they're slightly softened but still have a bit of crunch. Next, add the broccoli florets and snap peas. Continue to stir fry for another 2 to 3 minutes or until all the veggies are cooked just the way you like them. Remember, we want them to be tender crisp, not soft and overcooked. This is where your wok skills really shine. Use a tossing motion to make sure the veggies cook evenly and soak up all those wonderful flavors from the wok. All right, it's time to bring everything together. Pour the honey garlic sauce into the wok with the veggies and stir well to combine. Cook for another minute or two until the sauce thickens slightly and coats the veggies nicely. Now, add the cooked pork back into the wok and toss everything together until it's well mixed and heated through. And there you have it, a honey garlic pork stir fry that's quicker than takeout and absolutely delicious. Serve this wonderful dish over a bed of fluffy white rice or noodles, and garnish with some chopped green onions and sesame seeds for extra flavor and a nice finishing touch. This is a dish that will have everyone coming back for more, guaranteed. All right, my friends, gather around. We've tackled the chops, we've mastered the stir fry, and now it's time to take things up a notch. Today, we're exploring a cut that deserves a little celebration. A cut that's known for being both elegant and absolutely delicious. We're talking about pork tenderloin, the crown jewel of the pig. This isn't just any piece of meat. This is the cut that chefs save for special occasions, the one that makes home cooks feel like experts. It's lean, it's tender, and let's be honest, it's the most impressive cut of the pig. Just look at it. Smooth, delicate, and ready to soak up all the flavor you can give it. And because it's so special, we're going to treat it with the care it deserves. No shortcuts, no rushing, just proper technique and a bit of attention. Now, don't get me wrong. This isn't your grandma's Sunday roast, where the meat's cooked until it's dry and you need extra gravy just to eat it. No, we're taking this dish to restaurant quality levels. We're talking about results you'd expect from a top kitchen, right at home. This cut is lean, it's tender, and when cooked right, it's juicy and full of flavor. It cooks up beautifully, quick, easy, and always impressive. The key is to keep it simple and let the meat be the star. But here's the most important rule. Don't overcook it, okay? Pork tenderloin is delicate, and it needs a gentle touch. We want it juicy, we want it slightly pink in the middle, and we want every bite to be tender. That's right, pink in the middle. Not raw, not dry, but perfectly cooked so it's tender and moist. None of that dry, tough texture you get from overcooking. We're not making something hard to chew, we're making a dish you'll be proud to serve. This is about respect for the ingredients, everyone. When you start with a beautiful piece of pork, you want to let it shine. Handle it with care, season it thoughtfully, and you'll be rewarded. Now, I know some of you might feel a bit nervous about this cut. Maybe you've seen it on fancy menus and thought, that's not for me. Maybe you're worried you'll make a mistake, or maybe you think it's too fancy for your weeknight dinner table. But let me tell you, it's not just for special occasions or restaurants. This is actually very simple, and I'm going to show you how to get it right every single time. With just a few easy steps, you'll be making pork tenderloin that your friends and family will love. We're going to season it simply, salt, pepper, maybe a touch of garlic or herbs if you want. Then we'll sear it in a hot pan to lock in all those juices and get a beautiful golden crust. After that, it's into the oven for a quick roast. Let the oven do the work while you get ready for the main event. Trust me, when you slice into that tenderloin and see that perfect blush of pink, you'll know you've done it right. The flavor, the texture, it's a real treat. So grab your aprons, sharpen your knives, and get ready to impress. This is your chance to shine in the kitchen. Because this pork tenderloin isn't going to cook itself, and once you've mastered it, you'll never look at pork the same way again. First things first, we need to give this tenderloin some real flavor, some excitement, some deliciousness. We're talking salt, pepper, maybe a touch of garlic powder if you want to try something extra. And don't hold back with the seasoning, we want it to reach every part of that wonderful meat. Now gently rub those seasonings in, making sure the tenderloin is well coated. Don't be afraid to get involved. This is all part of the fun. Cooking is about passion and sharing your love for good food. Once you've finished seasoning, let the pork rest for a little while. This gives the flavors time to blend and soak into the meat. While that's happening, let's move on to the next highlight, the apple slaw. This isn't your typical plain coleslaw. This apple slaw is fresh, it's vibrant, and it has a little bit of crunch. We're talking crisp apples, crunchy cabbage, maybe a hint of carrot for sweetness and color. Now, the dressing is what brings it all together. We're going for tangy, we're going for zesty, something to balance out the richness of that pork. Think apple cider vinegar, Dijon mustard, a touch of honey for balance. Toss it all together, give it a good mix and taste as you go. Remember, you're the boss of your own kitchen. Adjust the flavors to your liking, add a bit of chili flake if you like a little heat. Alright, let's get back to the pork. Grab a really hot pan, add a little oil, and let's start searing. We want a beautiful golden crust on all sides to lock in those delicious juices. Make sure not to overcrowd the pan. Give each piece of tenderloin some space. And whatever you do, don't move it around. Let it sear without touching it. That's how you get that perfect crust. Once it's golden all over, move it to a roasting tray. Now place it into a preheated oven. The exact time will depend on the size of your tenderloin, but you're aiming for an internal temperature of about 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Use a meat thermometer to check. Food safety is important for everyone. Once the pork is cooked just right, take it out of the oven and let it rest. This step is so important. Resting helps the juices spread throughout the meat, making it extra tender and full of flavor. While it rests, give your apple slaw a final toss. Now for the finishing touch, slice that tenderloin into medallions and arrange it nicely on a plate. Add a generous helping of that colorful apple slaw on the side. And there you have it. A restaurant-quality meal that's sure to impress. It's fresh, it's flavorful, and it's pork tenderloin with apple slaw made just right. Alright everyone, that's a wrap. 3 incredible pork dishes, each one more delicious than the last. From the fiery kick of the Korean BBQ chops to the sweet and tangy delight of the pork tenderloin with apple slaw, we've covered it all. Now it's your turn to get in the kitchen and show me what you can do. Try these recipes out, experiment, and make them your own. And don't forget to let me know which one is your favorite in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more amazing recipes and cooking tips. Until next time, keep cooking and keep it delicious. For more amazing food and drinks tips and recipes, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so you never miss an update from us. Tell us about your thoughts in the comments section. Check out our other videos for more culinary inspiration. We love you. Until next time, keep cooking, stay adventurous.